Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live from lockdown in Ireland to Amizade's Some Good News. My name is Brennan Blash-Cohen, and I'll be your host for tonight. You're probably wondering, is Amizade ripping off another show? The answer is yes, and this year we're doing a particularly weak job at it because we don't have any sophisticated equipment, and I don't even have access to a suit. And most importantly, our network needs some really good news to spice things up and make us dream about better days. But first, let's be honest, it's been a tough year for everyone in our network. Yeah, maybe we started the year by winning Give Big Pittsburgh's MVP award. That's the top prize for those of you keeping track at home. But shortly thereafter, everything, and I mean everything, fell apart. From the sickness and pain of the pandemic impacting our friends and family around the world, to having to not be able to see each other, we've been dealing with too much this year. But our network has also been resilient, nimble, courageous, and enduring throughout this entire process. Tonight's show is dedicated to everyone in our network for always teaching us empathy, joy, and justice. And soon, once this pandemic is over, we'll be able to all break non-virtual bread together again. We should do a check on the weather. Bibi, how's it looking out there in Ecuador?
Here in Ecuador, it's sunny right now where I am. It is breezy, it's a little humid, but I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's great out. Can't complain here.
Daniel, what about in Brazil?
The weather looks perfect here.
The weather is actually pretty good here in Ireland. Melissa, how's it going on in Pittsburgh?
Brandon, it's terrible out here.
Oh boy, thank you for that report, Melissa. So that's some good news about the weather, unless you're in Pittsburgh, of course. Anyway, let's move on. Amizade's travel programs are on pause until the pandemic is over, and everyone's safety can be guaranteed. But just because there's a terrifying global pandemic, we didn't throw the towel in. Rapidly, thanks to the incredible effort of our teams around the world, we set up our own virtual platform where we can connect with each other globally through innovative virtual service learning modules. Together, we engage conversations around topics like COVID-19 misinformation, anti-racism, climate change, and community development. Many, including myself, were skeptical if virtual experiential learning could possibly inspire empathy, civically motivate, and disrupt young people. Well, I'm honored to share that not only did our network make this happen, but by some measures, we're bringing in more voices and engaging more conversations simultaneously around the world. Let's take a look. In this next segment, we find out that it takes a tough situation like COVID-19 to get to know your colleagues a little bit better. In the beginning of the pandemic, Amizade decided to virtually meet every day to keep the spirits high. We created a new role, the Minister of Good Vibes, thanks Tirna, and each afternoon we took part in a team activity. One neat, bigger challenge was to go on a virtual scavenger hunt led by our very own Director of Operations, Katie Bacco. Here are some highlights of that hunt. People from all corners of Amizade's network have been doing some pretty incredible things during this pandemic, and they deserve some serious recognition. Let's check it out. All right, some good news from Puerto Rico. Michael Fernandez and our friends at Caras used the Postal Service to send educational projects to students. So creative. Alexis from Williamson, West Virginia has run more than 500 miles. Wow, I'm tired just thinking about that. Some good news from Pakistan. Amizade alum Aksa and her family distributed hundreds of meals each day throughout the pandemic. Incredible. Amizade alum Nicole is helping vulnerable Portuguese-speaking communities fight COVID-19. Great work and stay safe, Nicole. Amizade alumni around the world took to the streets to join and lead anti-racist, pro-democracy, other vital demonstrations. I'm so proud to see so much social action in our community. Our friends in Pine Ridge raised vital resources for the community to help overcome COVID-19. Thanks to all who contributed. Some good news from Bolivia. YAPSA alum Audrey was awarded a prestigious scholarship and traveled to the United States to start college at Lynn University. Congratulations, Audrey. Wow, that's a lot of good news. These people deserve a round of applause. That's it for our show. Just remember that no matter how bad things are looking, there's always good people out there making the world a more just and joyful place. And I must say, Amizade helps to create these very people every day. Thank you for tuning in and stay healthy out there. What's that? I'm sorry? Yeah. But that's so uncomfortable. I know. Millions of dollars were lost of expected revenue and our entire model for social good was jeopardized. Yeah, I do realize that we adjusted, rebuilt our organization in just a few weeks. No, I know. And we're now working with even more partners and participants than we were before the pandemic through virtual engagement. Okay, all right, I'll do it. All right. I'm sorry, I'm being told that I need to ask for vital donations to sustain our work and inspire more people and institutions that can solve future pandemics, unrest, and other important issues. We simply need your support to carry on our mission, so please consider making a donation to the website below. Thank you. Burp first. Show you my papers. Very important papers.